Okay, how's it going, guys? I'm Mani, the Mazadar chef, and I'm going to be showing you the easiest recipe that you can possibly imagine that'll last you the whole week. Super easy and it's incredibly nutritious. It's just a cauliflower curry. We're going to heat some oil in the pan. I use extra virgin olive oil. This oil is amazing for sauteing. It has a great bold flavor. Then we're going to add some chopped cauliflower, some carrots, mix them with a little bit of jalapeno peppers. Jalapeno peppers. We're going to add all that to the pan and let that simmer down. Alright, just going to stir that in a little bit. Add a little bit more of that nice olive oil, just a coat, just a tiny bit. That's it. So I'm going to let that saute a little bit. I'm using an induction oven, and it's really great for quick heat, and it's very convenient as well. So I'm just going to toss those around. Just cauliflower, some carrot, a little bit of jalapeno pepper. You can use it for any vegetable that you want, and it makes for a fantastic meal. Great high-end sulphoriphanes, fiber, some protein, soluble fiber, all the good stuff. Okay, so one thing about cooking cauliflower, see, cauliflower right here, is you gotta chop it up into small little pieces, you know, like that, and leave it out for 45 minutes. The reason why you want to do this is because it releases sulphoriphanes, and they only activate after 45 minutes of, you know, them being chopped up into a certain corner. These are pre-made, so I already did chop these guys up, so that's great. This heats up pretty fast, the induction oven, so you kind of want to make it, stir it a little bit, make it nice and caramelized. See, it's already going good. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is chop an onion. Just take this. Don't do that. So, make sure. I like to use half an onion. And make sure you don't get your fingers in the way. Done. I like a little bit of onion in my curry, just so it's nicely finely chopped, like this. Great. And I like to saute the cauliflower before I do the onion, just because onions cook faster, and I like my cauliflower nice and caramelized. I got a little bit of hit jalapeno peppers, and man, that's spicy. You know what I'm saying? I love spice. Spice is great. To make that nice and sauteed and golden brown. I'm even going to turn this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Turn it up just a little bit to make it nice and sauteed and golden. A little bit more nice olive oil. Just cook it down. A lot of people are asking me, what kind of oil do I use? I like to go with a nice extra virgin olive oil, like the one that's a little more pricey, just because it has like a very bold flavor and has a lot of monounsaturated fats. So to deal with all that is you want to oil at a high smoke point, you know, because if it oxidizes, it's bad for you, and you want to get an oil that has a lot of good things for you, you know, like olive oil is great for cooking. Another one I use is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is great for cooking just because it has a high smoke point. The smoke point is what you need, so the fats don't break down and turn into something else. You know, it's good for cooking. People use coconut oil a lot. I mean, that's great, but it has a lot of saturated fats. You know, and I guess in moderation is fine. One big thing about health is don't go fringe or excess diets, you know what I'm saying? Just moderation is key. Limit yourself to things. Alright, so this is cooking. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit. Add a little bit of the onion. Make it nice. So that's all cooking. It's getting a nice energy going and a nice flavor. It's building it all down. So, woo! Look at that. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to add to this dish is some a tomato portion, right? So what I got here is salsa, plain old salsa. I just chopped onions, some tomatoes, and that's it. Basic. Why not? Let's do that. Just throw that in. Stir that in nicely. The next thing I'm going to add, it's a little bit hard to find. You can get it at most Asian stores or Middle Eastern stores. It's pepper paste. See that? Spicy stuff. It does have a little kick of it, but it adds so much flavor. It's really good. I'm just going to add a teaspoon of this guy. Spoon. You know, spoon, improvise. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of this. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, 2 lumping teaspoons right in there. And I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling the heat on this thing. So mix it in nice and well. Alright, it's going good, it's going good. And now as you can see, all the cauliflower is nice and caramelized, and it's really soaking in all that nice fresh tomatoes, nice cut tomatoes, nice peppers, and all the spices from the pepper paste as well. And it's looking really good. I'm going to bump up the heat a little bit, just give it a flash, just cook it. Alright, so what else I'm going to add is some specialty spice as well. This is called, as you can see, aji pancha powder, and all it is just let's see, what is it? Lemony, medium heat, fruity. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's some sort of Peruvian powder. And I like to mix and match things with my powders, you know, just make it a nice spice component, add a little bit of, you know, like cayenne pepper, paprika, Berber spice. I just go to like a local farmer's market and I'll put whatever in there. Just experiment, you know? But you can do it with any spice. Let's see. Some freshly cracked Telecherry black peppers. Just in a pepper grinder, freshly cracked is probably the best thing you can do for it. And experiment with the spice. You can't go wrong with more spice, you know what I'm saying? It's good for you, high in antioxidants. Cayenne pepper increases your blood. Rosemary is all great for, has many like antimicrobial benefits. If anything, there's a whole world of spices for your health, you know? You can't go wrong with that. And it's much better for you than salts and, you know, just fats just to get your flavor. Pretty much you can get better flavor with like spices, some nice acid, some lemon, and freshness. That's how you get flavor around here, you know? That's the best way. So after you do that, I'm just going to season it with a little bit of Maldon salt. Maldon salt is flaky salt, and that's good stuff. You know, just put a nice pinch of that in there. Okay, so after that, I got a little bit of rosemary, like I mentioned. I'm just going to freshly crack that in there. Freshly cracked, that's the theme of the day. Oh yeah, it's on 7 right now, the induction cooker. Great stuff right here. So now it's pretty soft, I'd say. So I'm going to wait for a little longer for it to cook down. Okay, nice, looking good. So next I'm going to add coconut milk. And this is a good ingredient to add. Found it. Alright, just gonna open this up. Take this. Seems to be a little bit hard to get into. And what this will do is like counteract all the heavy spices that we use and make it into a nice curry that you could use throughout the day. Ooh, I did want to add garlic into it, but you know what? I'm going to do it right now. Might as well. So the way you do garlic is you take garlic, you slap it, you know, crush it. that releases all the allicin. That's the bioactive compound that makes garlic absolutely delicious. Finely chop this. And what this is going to do is add just a nice fresh garlic flavor to this. Like more garlic, the better in anything, honestly. That's not a question. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So now it's just all coming together, all the spices, the cauliflower, the carrot, and the onions, mixing together and it's becoming a nice curry. At this point I'm going to raise the heat just a little bit. And it's an induction thing, so it cooks really fast. So I'm going to need a theme song over here. Make it nice and good. And this is a great dish. You could even freeze it. It'll last you throughout the whole week. Served over some brown rice, some chickpeas, or even just by itself. You know, just a very delicious, high protein, high fiber dish that you can have on deck any time of the day. It's soothing, it's comfortable, it's savory, which is great for anyone doing plant-based. Savory dishes, this has all you need, you know? Savory, spicy, nourishing, great for cold winters. I mean, it's your go-to pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And it's modifiable. You could do it with anything. Cauliflower, potatoes, add some like red curry paste, make like a pie version of this. And you can eat as much as you want in it, you know? Like, there's no real limit to how much you can and you can't eat. It's good for you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're watching your weight, if anything, you know, if you're getting good stuff inside your body, I mean, that's all it's about. You know, you don't have to, like, be cognizant of, you know, the calorie cutting and whatnot. If you eat good food all the time, you know, good food that's nourishing for your body, you know, that's a better way to lose weight or come towards any health goals, you know, because you're eating healthy all the time. So that's a great thing to do. All right. And at this point, I'm just going to let it cook more, and at that point, just season to taste, and we're fine. Just check this out. Look how good this looks. All right. This is Monty, signing out.